We really miss the feeling of spontaneously visiting a store and trying out the newest gear. A hangout for all roller skaters. Everyone has their own unique style. Because of our large assortment, we can now personalise roller skates while you wait, so you can try them out right away. Our mission is to fit you with the right gear, and don't forget to turn left.
Hip, hip, don't trip, slap the pack. If you clog the floss, then I can jam the track. Quads on the floor, stars on the head. Roller derby log, what the zebra said. Yeah, we rollin', yeah, we rapping for real. Can't feel the back wheels underneath my heels. Up through my spine, penetrating the heart. Calling off the jam till the next jam starts.
I love to play roller derby because
I play roller derby because I play roller derby because I play roller derby because
I play roller derby because
I play roller derby because
I play roller derby because
Ich spiele Derby hier, weil ich die Action auf dem Spielfeld mag.
I'm competitive, I like energy, I like power and I like the speed.
Omdat ik ervan hou lijp te doen op rolschaatsen. Het is een vet bizarre sport.
Que j'aime me donner à fond sur le track et ça me rend heureuse.
perché non posso farne a meno.
Love at first sight.
I love developing my skills and I love developing new strategies. It's taking me to many places that I would not have normally gone.
Altså fordi jeg kan stå så meget på rulleskøjter, som jeg gør.
Soy muy competitive. It is the most unique opportunity to go past your boundaries and try anything and everything that you thought you couldn't do and prove to yourself that you can.
Voljela bi da mogu igrati roller derby i u Hrvatskoj.
When you love to roll and you need the best gear you can get, come to our brick and mortar shop in Amsterdam. Or visit the website at www.thederbyshop.nl. We have it all. The Derby Shop. Because roller derby saved your soul, but wrecks all your gear.
At Roller Derby Athletics, we take the guesswork out of off-skate training so you can focus on being fierce. We help you transform your game without a lot of time or equipment. With 5 training programs plus all-star memberships, there's an option to suit every athlete. And we train skaters worldwide with high-quality video instruction and online support. At Roller Derby Athletics, we empower you to be safe, strong, and unstoppable. Want to see for yourself? Sign up today for our free Basics Builder program.
Hi folks, Scald Eagle here. Have you had a chance to take a look at the new Bonk Quadstar skate? The boots are ultra lightweight with no break-in period and are great for skaters with skinnier ankles. They also have a 100% Australian full-grain leather outer and a completely heat-moldable hand-laid fiberglass base. Get that premium performance without the premium price tag. Boom. Come over to the Bonk booth right now and check out this rad new skate.
Put a chair, you could be. Just gonna get the HCC. Oh yeah. What's that? 12, 13? 11. He's after me, so he's quite tall already, so he can pass it. Quite short. So you got one morning. We all know the same t-shirts. So you put her on in the morning, it might not be tight, so she puts it out. But she still managed to get it on. Well, this is when he was 8. I wish that was when he was 8. Are you in the house? No. Yeah. I think I got it. I don't know. Did you and Laura make some? Say again? You and Laura make some? Or were they doing it? I thought they were doing it back there. You talking about the headset? Is it on already? They turn it on and off, but I was saying. So are they
Good morning, welcome back. We are here at the Sisu Studio live from Calgary, Canada for the Men's Roller Derby World Cup 2016. I am Panda.
I'm still Bob Noxious.
Okay, so we're going to have a bit of a catch-up with what's gone on this morning. We have seen track 1 and track 2 with 2 different games. Belgium and France are here on track 1, and we've seen Spain and Wales just finish up over on track 2. Let's talk a little bit about the France-Belgium game.
Yeah, the Belgium-France bout was... It came out the way that we thought that it probably would, but it was a very important game in as far as who was going to advance out of the blue pool. So that is definitely going to be Australia and France. That is the only pool that is totally decided at this point. However, do not discount the fact that France and Australia still play each other today. Both teams undefeated, the top 2 point differentials in the entire tournament, and obviously that game still has a lot riding on it because of the seeding going into the knockout round.
Yeah, absolutely. If you were joining us just following the last game, we had an interview with some of the guys from Team France. We had the cleaner and Pepe Le Punch. The cleaner cleaning up.
Yeah.
Saying he was the highest scoring jammer of the game. And he said so far it was his favorite, and he was really thrilled about that, but they were really looking forward to playing Team Australia. So we'll see how that comes out today. That's going to be one heck of a game.
Yep. And then on top of that, we had a second game that went on, and that one was Spain and Wales. Wales, who has played well the entire tournament, does take that game. They are now sitting at 2 wins, 1 loss. Spain is now out of the knockout round and will be playing positional games.
Yeah, absolutely. So the score on that game was 127 to Wales and 22 for Spain. I don't think I called the game scores from track 1. So the Belgium scored 22 points and France scored 163. Going on to track 1 again now, we're going to see the Netherlands taking on Puerto Rico. A pretty even keel for both of these teams at this point.
Oh yeah, there's no question. This is actually going to be a really fun game. Yeah. Both teams unfortunately have come here and have seen their struggles. But as far as being evenly matched, we all know that's really that's really the makings of a great game right there.
Well, the Netherlands with the tournament experience having joined us for the 2014 Men's Roller Derby World Cup, but Puerto Rico being a brand new team. Coming into this competition, we didn't know what to expect from them. Unfortunately, they haven't progressed very, very well throughout the games, but this is going to be a really important game for them because, like we say, they're quite well matched up. These 2 teams are on an even keel, and it's going to be a really fun game to watch. So do stick around on track 1. In about 15 minutes on track 2, we're also going to have Germany playing Mexico. Also, that's going to be really awesome. So you're going to get your priorities straight here, depending on if there's a timeout, switch over to the other track and come back.
Yeah. You're going to want to watch Mexico, and we want to thank Mexico. Mexico has been our strong. You scared me for a second. My peripheral vision was. We want to thank all of you in Mexico who have been watching. Mexico has represented our strongest viewership so far. You should be very proud of your team. They've played incredibly well. And if they can pull another victory out of this thing, they are still potentially alive for the knockout round.
Yeah, I think they've been the biggest surprise of the competition so far.
Interestingly, the cleaner from France mentioned Mexico as one of the teams they really wanted to play.
Yeah, so that would be a good game as well. Mexico have shown an awful lot of strength throughout. Being one of the newer teams coming in, we didn't know what to expect from any of them, but they've played a really, really tight game. So moving forward, this day we don't know how it's going to end yet because there are so many close matchups going on, but we'll see, and it's going to be really exciting. It looks like the guys on track 1 are almost ready to go, so we'll hand over to our in-house announcers for Team Netherlands, Team Puerto Rico. I'm Panda, and this is Bob. Thanks for joining.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are. Welcome to game 27 of the Men's Roller Derby World Cup on Friday here. We've got Puerto Rico and the Netherlands waiting to get on track. They are on track.
Game 27 already.
Game
Snuggins,
27.
where has the time gone?
I literally don't know.
I have no idea. I'm still in a time warp. I am one of your announcers for today on the live feed. My name is Smacklemore, and as mentioned already, I am joined by the lovely Snoogans. Hi all. We're ready to get game 2 of the day.
Yep.
Game 2 of day 2 of the second Men's Roller Derby World Cup. We're in Calgary, and we're ready to watch Netherlands versus Puerto Rico and bring all the action to you as we can. First whistle goes, the teams get ready to get underway.
Uplayer jamming for Netherlands on this one round. And that is number 275, Martinez, jamming for Puerto Rico. Both jammers so far taking some big hits, taking them off, set them back.
Both these teams taking a lot of big hits yesterday as well. You wonder how that's going to affect them coming into today's play. Bit of a tentative first start to the first jam.
Martinez, your foremost jammer, does pick up lead jammer.
Picks up strong, slow skating stance for Martinez as he come round that inside line, just enough to give himself lead jammer.
Back at the pack, big hit from number 666 there.
You saw it on your screen there as he went round, took a hit off one of the Netherlands blockers. One skate came off track, thought he'd kept himself on, no such luck. Track cut spotted by one of the outside pack refs. He'll take a seat in the penalty box, meaning we have a Roller Derby Athletics sponsored power jam in favour of Netherlands.
No points put on the board as yet, but Uplayer now at the back of that pack. Some strong 2-3 wall action on show from Porto. And as I say it, the blocker heads to the box.
An announcer's curse. As soon as we mention it, one of them goes off. This is standard. Announcers need to talk a lot, but we really shouldn't talk much.
It does look like we've had ourselves a star pass.
Team captain Johnny B. Rude now with the star for the Netherlands. We saw this quite a lot from them yesterday. Anytime they were struggling, there was a lot of star passes. 9 times out of 10, Johnny B. Rude was the captain pivot ready there to take that pass from them. It worked quite to good effect for the Netherlands in their second game of the day yesterday. Is it going to have the same effect today? Multiplayer block assessed to number 8-3 for the Netherlands. He'll make his way to take a seat. That's Nicholas Rage.
Martinez back on track, has picked himself up a Grand Slam pass. So both teams now actively scoring.
Yeah, Netherlands taking an early lead, 10-5 as this jam slowly ticks away. Elbows penalty assessed to the Puerto Rican pivot. That's number 0 Franco. He'll take a seat and start this next jam in the penalty box. This jam, of course, on the Nerd Skate track here on track number 1 at the Acadia Recreational Complex. Big thank you to Acadia for hosting us.
Huge thank you.
Big thank you to Nerd Skates as well. Nerd Roller Skates is your dedicated roller skate shop with everything you need for derby, rink or park. Visit them online at nerdskates.com. They give you free shipping in Canada.
Ooh.
I know. Might buy some while I'm here.
Pack advantage to Team Netherlands right now. 3 on 2.
And they've got a lead jammer advantage as well. They start this off, as we mentioned. Oh, no, did they start a power jam? Well, whatever they've started with, Anita's taken advantage and got lead jammer.
I should assume that right now there's a lot of noise coming from central Birmingham-ish area in the UK. Anita, of course, skating for the Crash Test Brummies back in the UK.
Strong skating from the Puerto Rican jammer as well. Skated hard enough and fast enough, forced Anita to call it off. No points at the end on that second pass, but Puerto Rican jammer trying his hardest to pick up something. We've said before, never stop skating until that fourth whistle goes.
Absolutely.
Hand goes up. I love when you hear the 5-second call. The crowd goes silent.
Yeah, everything just
wait for the whistle. That's number 3-7 Lone Star out jamming for the Netherlands.
And that's number 24 Madeira jamming for Puerto Rico. And
he's out and away. He's clear first, but he wasn't out first off for lead jammer. Lone Star did take a spill. He got lead jammer, but was knocked off to the outside line.
So that jam's going to be a 0-0 score as Lone Star calls it off.
See on your screen there the back of number 1337 Slapzok, which apparently is Dutch for sleeping bag. From so I've been told. There you go, random fun fact of the morning so far.
I really get the feeling that some puns don't transcend languages.
No, they really don't, sadly. 96, Anita now back in jamming again for the Netherlands. Small, quick, jukey jammer. He likes to move side to side, try and find a gap that he can do. Trying to do that now against that strong Puerto Rican four wall, giving him absolutely nothing.
However, up front, we've got the beautiful footwork of Martinez making his way through the pack, picking up lead jammer. Watched a couple of the Porto games yesterday. He's quite a physical jammer, really able to sort of throw the hits and roll with it and make his way through and have a lot of success.
It's working well so far for him this morning as well, as he completes a scoring pass around there. First one for him in this jam 4 of game 2 for today. Looks like we've had the star pass now, and strangely enough, it's not actually to Johnny B. Rude. This time it has gone to Slabzok. 1-3-3-7 for the Netherlands. As the star becomes the active jammer, Martinez takes a little skip over the inside line, sees Slabzok summon. It's easy for me to say first thing in the morning, and calls the jam. That's what we like to see as he moves his way down, and Nita will take a seat in the penalty box for the Netherlands. That puts them down 3 blockers to 4. That should open up a little bit of space for the Puerto Rican jammer. That's number 24.
Flecha, I believe that is. Flecha.
I'll take your word for it. I'm terrible with pronunciations, and knowing me, I will butcher it badly. One that we do know, though, is, of course, number 5-2, Jupiler for the Netherlands.
Whistles being blown plentifully. Fletcher being called for a cut track penalty.
Forearms, actually, I think he got for it.
My mistake, thank you.
Loves to power his way through. Maybe did so just a little bit too much there and got himself caught for the forearms.
A little bit of swimming.
Allows Jupiler through, goes for the apex jump off of turn 1 and 2. Thought he'd landed it.
Does get called for a cut track
Has
penalty.
he landed? He's not entirely sure. No, he's not. Just confirmed between the 2 referees, OPR to jam ref. Jupiler, unfortunately, didn't quite land the apex jump. Track cut penalty, he takes a seat. And as Fletcher comes out, we have a roller derby athletic sponsored power jam for Puerto Rico. Both teams getting set. Another penalty assessed this time to, that's Johnny B. Rude, the captain. He is the pivot. Again, known for taking a star pass. That won't be available to the Netherlands jammer Jupiler as he makes his way out of the penalty box back on the track. Fletcher hop, skipping a jump away to complete his initial pass for Puerto Rico.
Jupiler back on track. One Puerto Rican blocker at the back manages to take him off on that turn and set him back round.
Nicholas Rage coming in, trying to work a little bit of offense, tries to find a gap, but Jupiler just caught between those 2 Puerto Rican jammers at the back, blockers, sorry. Finds a gap, goes through, 5 points up onto the board for the Netherlands.
Puerto Rican blocker number 5 there, going in. Bastello making some space for his jammer to pick up that pass.
We've seen some great offensive work from Bastello over the weekend. Most of yesterday, he worked extremely strong, a little bit too strong this time, unfortunately, as he goes to sit down. And we have another roller derby athletic sponsored power jam in favor of Puerto Rico. Jupiler again with another track cut. 2 in the same jam for him. That's not going to sit too well.
Definitely not. And don't forget, folks, with these 30-minute games, it is 5 penalties for a foul out.
Indeed, 2 jammer penalties in a single jam for the Netherlands. Jupiler is one of the recognised jammers. He doesn't want to be picking up too many of those in such a short space of time.
However, those last couple of jams, with power jams working in favour of both teams, kind of revolving doors, has made a bit of difference on the scores. Netherlands 23 points, Puerto Rico 29. Puerto Rico with an 11-point jam in that last jam. This is still an incredibly close game with 22 minutes remaining.
And with that time on the clock, we'll now go to an official timeout. And with that, we would like to say thank you to one of our sponsors. The team timeout and official reviews are normally sponsored by Quad Skate Shop. Quad Skate Shop, because we love this game. Quad is Europe's original brick and mortar roller derby skate shop with the best selection and most stock on the continent. We know skates, so you don't have to. Our customer service is the best on a level that only fellow skaters could provide. Come see us online or in store for all your derby needs, and you can use the hashtag QuadBerlinOnline.
Looks like we're just rolling into a brief secondary official timeout, just double checking some of those scores, crossing T's, dotting I's.
Looks like one of those track cut penalties has actually been changed to a no pass, no penalty for Jupiler. I believe the second one it was that's been changed. So the first one will stand, but the second one's been overturned.
So we're back on with the action.
Oh, goodness me. Sorry. Snookins, Nicholas Rage tried to run down the outside line. Puerto Rican blocker said, no, you don't go that way, I'm afraid.
No.
Did go that way this time, though, and as he goes away, it looks like a low block penalty being assessed to number 18 Madeira for Puerto Rico. He'll make his way to the penalty box as Nicholas Rage comes around the inside line this time, trying to find a gap, trying to force his way through.
Martinez finding a tiny, infinitesimal gap between the Netherlands pack to make his way through for his initial chasing down and forcing that call.
Forces the call off. That brings Netherlands back to within a point of Puerto Rico. Only 10 minutes gone, and this game's pretty close, pretty tight, and still pretty exciting. We've still got 20 minutes left to go. Netherlands 27, Puerto Rico 28. And jamming for the Netherlands now, number 37, that's Lone Star in the black.
And that is number 24, Fletcher, jamming for Puerto Rico.
Lone Star trying to push his way past. We can't quite see. It looks like number 8 blocker for Puerto Rico, Hector Rivera, just dropping the shoulder into Lone Star's chest. Held him up long enough to allow Fletcher through for lead jam.
Number 8 then gets assessed with a high block penalty, heading to the box.
Yeah, I think just a bit too much contact with the shoulder as he was trying to hold up Lone Star at the front. Shoulder to chest, but as Lone Star dropped, Hector Rivera didn't, just caught him a little bit too high, results in a trip to the penalty box for him. Unfortunately, because of the earlier penalty as well, that means we've got quite an empty track. And as they reset, yep, we're going to have a 3-on-2 advantage for the Netherlands in favour of blockers. And trying to take advantage of it for the Netherlands is number 96, Anita.
We've got 0, Sammy Franco up to jam for Puerto Rico, but Anita on that inside line, races round, picks up lead. Franco shrugging off that Netherlands blocker to chase him down, less than half a lap between them.
Both jammers on a run, on a sprint. Franco does have lead, but Anita is out and away at the front.
The pack really speeding up now, making these jammers work super hard.
Now you saw there from Franco, that was smart jamming and great work from the Puerto Rico blockers. They picked up the pace, controlled it from the front of the pack, drew it out as far and long as they possibly could. Kept the Netherlands jammer away from their blockers, run the clock down, take as much time up as they can, and just keep that 5-point advantage they've got. 32 Puerto Rico leads to the Netherlands 27.
We've seen a lot of different clock running tactics, even just yesterday and so far today. It's really interesting seeing how different teams are running things down.
Indeed, someone to burn the clock, someone to just call the jam, get into the next one and restart again. Speaking of restarting again, there goes Nicholas Rage once more. He takes lead jammer for the Netherlands.
Meanwhile, number 24, Fletcher, back up. Out of that pack once again, less than half a lap between them.
Again, a quick pace pack as well. A little hop, skip and a jump over the inside apex, puts 4 points up on the boards for Nicholas Rage.
We're going to see an action replay of this. I think it's going to be this apex jump.
You're going to watch through as he comes round. Up, there he goes, beautiful. Up and over the inside of those two blockers.
Textbook.
Absolutely beautiful. Now again, that lead cut down to 1. Netherlands 31, Puerto Rico 32. Not being allowed to build any kind of serious advantage so far on the score. Slapzok starting with the star this time. He's taken a star pass earlier in the game, and this time starting with it.
Martinez wearing the star for Puerto Rico.
Very successful jammer so far. Continues that run now. Another lead jammer. Out goes Martinez. Slapzok, meanwhile, taking off a couple of times to the inside. Franco working hard. Puerto Rico blockers just beating back, dragging that pack as far back as they can, forcing Slapzok. Recycling miles back. Looks like he has stashed the star, but I don't think he's passed it to his pivot. It is still in the hand.
I'll say his pivot there going in, trying to wipe out that wall.
Yeah, it's a good job we didn't try and pass the star to him, because Pivot Mastermind now, 3-1 or 4-1, will make his way to the penalty box for a low block. We saw as he came crashing through to the back. Unfortunately, no such luck for him. Slapzok back with the star. Carries on and away he goes. That does give Puerto Rico a chance to open up a bit more of a gap now, up to 10 points. 41 to 31 with just over 16 minutes left to play. Almost halfway through this game already.
And I think this is probably going to be a trend that we're going to continue seeing today and tomorrow. Lower scoring games, closer games. We had a couple of big blowouts yesterday.
Yeah.
And I think as we move from the group stages, things are going to get that bit snugger.
A couple of big blowouts with some really solid performances while they're there too. Number 52, Hugh Pyler back out jamming it now for the Netherlands.
It's number 5, Bastello wearing the start for Puerto Rico this time round.
Seated in the penalty box now is 666 Nocturnal Damage, who we saw take a big hit and a big spill yesterday. It kept him out of play for quite a few jams. Good to see him back in. Bastello rapidly hitting the hips there as quickly as he can.
Bastello really working his way through what was quite a strong 2-wall from the Netherlands up front. managed to kind of turn himself sideways, slip through that wall, and frantically call off the jam.
From what I've heard from some, Bustelo still very, very young and not played as many games as people may think coming into this tournament.
I believe I've heard about Bustelo.
There's things we're waiting to confirm, but some have been saying he's around about 18 years old.
A couple of weeks ago.
Be interesting to see how he copes going forward. Anita now jamming for the Netherlands, number 96 in black.
Martinez seeing that inside line wide open, running down it, picking up lead jammer.
Lead jammer once again for Martinez. He got lead jam last time we saw him. He's got lead jam again now. Very, very successful for Puerto Rico. 5 more points up on there. Oh, goodness me, big shoulder check there from Halogene.
I don't think he's actually able to do anything but big shoulder check.
He just goes through everyone.
Yeah.
There he goes again. Oh, I'll use my hips this time instead. Looks like we've had a star pass to Mastermind. He was the pivot in the box to start this jam. He came out of the box, taking the star pass. And the jam comes to an end with 4 more points up on the board for Puerto Rico. You may wonder why Mastermind wears that kilt. It's actually because he has a Glaswegian parent.
Ah.
So it's his emphasis and his recognition to his Scottish roots. Bless him.
Wonderful.
I mean, so far we have seen quite a few sort of lead jammers going to Puerto Rico. 58% lead jams so far in this game going to Puerto Rico. It'd be interesting to see how many of them has been Mastermind alone.
Absolutely. Jammer race in action.
Yeah, not so much Nicholas Rage. He's been quite successful in picking up lead jammers for Netherlands when he's been in play as a jammer. Did so successfully there, but was hunted down by the Puerto Rican jammer, forced to call it off probably a lot quicker than he would have liked. 13 minutes left to go. Puerto Rico lead 54-31. Big thank you again to our track sponsors, Nerd for sponsoring track 1 and Sisu, of course, for sponsoring track 2. Here on track 1, you are watching Netherlands take on Puerto Rico. Jamming for the Netherlands, number 5-2 in the black with the orange star is Upyler.
And in the white and blue with the white star is Fletcher jamming for Puerto Rico, and he is your lead jammer in this jam.
Had been resting up for a few jams with Fletcher back in. That rest did him good as he comes out for a lead jammer. Upyler smashes his way through the inside line past Hector Rivera. Fletcher finds an easier gap on the outside, puts 4 points up on the board for Puerto Rico. You can see he's looking to his bench, he's looking to the pack, trying to work out where Upyler is. Calls the jam off just in time to keep no points up on the board at the back.
The last couple of jams have given Puerto Rico a little bit of space. 58 points plays 31 now. 12 minutes and change remaining on the clock. Puerto Rico starting to really pull together, getting a little bit more dominance in this play and managing to control the pack just that little bit more to their advantage.
27 points of a difference, but we have seen so far in the last couple of days, points difference like that isn't always enough to keep yourself well in advantage. You've got to keep working right to the end, and someone who does keep working non-stop really is the little 96 Anita for the Netherlands. And it looks like Franco out jamming for Puerto Rico. Bit of a slower start to this one. Teams have only just come out of the straightaway into turn 1, now coming around, start to stretch out as they come around the turn into turn 2. Allows Anita through first for lead jammer. Fixing his helmet as he goes round and trying to whip the crowd up into a frenzy. There's a lot of sea of orange in some spots in the crowd here, giving Anita all the energy he needs.
Franco has made his way out of that pack. Anita receiving a huge hit from
You
those
just
blockers.
missed that off camera. Bustelo just dropped the shoulder and absolutely flattened Anita as he came around the inside line. I think his bench coach is going to feel that one.
His mum back at home's like, ow.
I know, even that.
What was that?
Even I was hurt. As we mentioned earlier, thank you to our track sponsors, one of which is Sisu. Sisu mouthguards. If you've not yet discovered the awesomeness that is Sisu, you must invest in one. Get yours at the Nerd Roller Skates booth or search them online.
Meanwhile, back on with the action, we have Lone Star and Martinez, your active jammers.
Martinez took Lone Star off. You can see what Martinez is trying to do. He's trying to force Lone Star all the way back and recycle him back into the front of that pack. Wasn't working. Lone Star wasn't biting. He stood on the outside and just waited for Martinez to come back round. Change of tactics. Ouch, that'll work instead. Lone Star taking off on the outside line. Back up, back in play. Trying to find a way through, trying to push a way through. Mastermind coming in, trying to work a bit of offense. Hector Rivera, a man we've seen so often at the front of that pack, working as the last blocker for Puerto Rico. Holds up Lone Star as long as he can. I think he may have collided a little bit with Mastermind there, who seems to be struggling a little bit with his shoulder. Direction of gameplay, penalty assessed to Hector Rivera just at the end there. May have been a bit of a stop block on Mastermind as he was coming through. Less than 10 minutes to go now. Puerto Rico 62, Netherlands on 33. Big thank you to one of our sponsors, Power of Grayskull, bespoke handmade sportswear and proud sponsors of Team Wales, who you can see later on today. Every item is designed and made in their studio in the UK. You want your pets on your legs? They can totally do that. And believe me, they have. There are so many cat leggings in the UK, it's insane. The Power of Grayskull, making your legs happy.
Good stuff. Also, just mentioning Wales there, as we went live with this game, so about 20 minutes ago, we were given the scores from the Sisu track. It was currently sitting Spain 22, Wales 127.
Big point score for Wales. I must admit, that is a surprising score. Very fast. Did we maybe expect Wales to take the win based on form? Possibly. By that kind of scoreline against Spain? Definitely not. It's a strong performance from Wales, who started yesterday quite tough against Finland.
Yes.
So it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of today pans out for everyone else in that division.
I get the feeling that, having watched a fair amount of the play from yesterday, Wales could potentially be one of the, quote, big upsets of the weekend. I mean, they've got some good form, they've got some brilliant players, but I think they're coming out a lot stronger than people anticipated.
My apologies, it was Mexico they struggled against first thing in the morning. My apologies. Ireland, Finland. I knew it was somewhere in there.
Yes. But we are done and dusted with that official timeout.
And set up to restart this next jam is number 83. That's Nicholas Rage jamming for the Netherlands.
And that is Fleischer jamming for Puerto Rico.
Both of them trying to find a gap if they can. Pushing around the middle of the track. Fleischer now held up at the front. Nicholas Rage recycled back. Trying to go. Fleischer does have lead jammer. Failure to reform called on Captain Johnny B. Rude. He needs to come back and sit down in the penalty box. No star pass available for Nicholas Rage then, as his pivot goes and sits down. Not going to get a chance to use it anyway, unfortunately. 2 points put up by Nicholas Rage at the end, though. 4 points, for Puerto Rico. But Nicholas Rage, again, proving you don't stop until that last whistle blows. Chased it down, kept that points difference to just 2 instead of 4. Makes a big difference for the Netherlands as Puerto Rico open up a little bit of a bigger gap. 31 points now as they lead 66-35.
Depleted pack on track from both sides. Is that a 2-on-2 pack?
3-on-2, but looks of things in favour of Puerto Rico. Upiler jamming for the Netherlands. And would you believe it, Martinez out lead jammer once more for Puerto Rico.
I am shocked.
I think we're just going to start to call it sort of lead Martinez. Working effectively well as he tries to jink, drops her shoulder, throws the fake. 5 points up on the board for Martinez. Pack starts to bog down and slow down. They take Upiler off, recycling back lines out of turn 2.
The Netherlands blockers deciding they want to take that front line, be the last line of defence against Martinez. Martinez says, I don't really care.
I know, you want to get in front of me, that's fine. I'll go round you, I'll go through you. It doesn't make a difference to me. Very, very effective multi-style of Martinez. He's quick, but he's so strong as well.
Martinez going for that inside line, getting taken off, resetting himself back just to play it safe. If you're unsure whether you've cut the track, just it's not worth the risk.
One thing that's drilled into so many things, you're only effective while you're on track. If there's a chance it could take you off, don't take it. Upiler now, he had stashed the star, but it's back on his helmet, so he is still jamming for the Netherlands. Martinez sees him coming, calls the jam off. 5 points to nothing to end that jam. Just under 6 minutes left to go. Netherlands 35, Puerto Rico 81. The 2016 Men's Roller Derby World Cup is sanctioned and insured by Roller Sports Canada, with big thank you to them for that. They provide insurance and support for all Canadian roller sports. Visit them at rollersports.ca or on Facebook at RSC Roller Derby.
jam is on, and we've got Anita and Fletcher jamming, two small jammers.
Similar in style, similar in stature, but Fletcher takes advantage, gets lead jammer, and it looks like Bustelo managed to draw a cut off of Anita. We're going to have a Roller Derby Athletics sponsored power jam for Puerto Rico and Fletcher. It's been a while since we've seen one. Let's see what kind of advantage Fletcher can take from it.
Fletcher going mano a mano with Lone Star, big body-to-body hits.
Lone Star, you see, wearing that pivot cover, has been jamming for the Netherlands, so available for that star pass, should he require it when Anita comes back out of the penalty box. Fletcher, meanwhile, now back in again, looks to the outside line, seems to be a line he favours. As soon as he favours one, you see him switching and changing his mind and taking another one.
It's like they can hear us. It's like, I hear you saying this thing about me, I'm going to make it all eyes.
I'm going to switch round if I can. Half Evil takes a seat in the penalty box for the Netherlands as Anita comes out and makes his way back on track. You see he's removed the star from his head. He's maybe looking for that star pass, but I don't think it's going to be any use to him because Lone Star had been recycled miles back by Bustelo. Fletcher now through. Lone Star is through. Fletcher takes the call from his bench. He sees and hears Anita coming. Pat in the back from both, though. Sign of respect from both jammers. We love to see that in these games.
I've seen a lot of that so far this weekend, and it always makes me really, really happy. These guys can spend 30 minutes, an hour, knocking 10 tons out of each other, but there is always that level of respect.
You often see it on the jam line to start, but it's even more impressive to see it at the end of a jam when they have literally just beaten the living daylights out of each other. 35 to the Netherlands, 96 Puerto Rico with 3 minutes 40 left to play. Both jammers jockeying for position on the start line. Nicholas Rage tries to go to the outside for the Netherlands. Recycled back by the Danny.
Meanwhile, Sammy Franco sees that outside line. A little bit of space on turn one. Skips and jumps, picks up lead. Now background already on his scoring pass.
Johnny B. Rude takes him off on the outside line. Franco sees Nicholas Rage coming. Did he call it in time? No points for Puerto Rico. They'll confirm the times in just a second as we go to a team timeout and follow these commercials.
We're going to be testing 3 helmets today. This simulates a 10-mile-an-hour impact or a 4-foot drop. The S1 Lifer helmet with EPS Fusion foam did pass the multiple impact test.
And we are back. Big thank you again to S1, one of our sponsors here at the Acadia Recreational Complex. The S1 Lifer helmet is the best fitting and safest helmet for roller derby. Get a Lifer, be a Lifer. Visit s1helmets.com. Not only have they sponsored the tournament, but they've sponsored a lot of the teams who are here as well.
Yes.
So not only are they helping us host this amazing event, they're helping us keep this amazing event safe for all those involved out on the track.
And that is a massive thing. Obviously, roller derby, full contact sport. Accidents and injuries do happen, but the more we can prevent and...
Prevention's better than the cure, as
Absolutely.
they say.
That's exactly what I was looking for, Smack. Thank you.
Slapzock now getting himself set as that team timeout comes to an end. It looks like they couldn't quite get right between him and Nicholas Rage. Both came out wearing the star. I was expecting them to square up. They're both similar size. They could maybe have passed for one another and just not been sure who was doing what.
This is so embarrassing. I can't believe we both arrived wearing the same thing.
We're wearing the same shirts too. Martinez jamming for Puerto Rico. He tries to look to the inside line. Slapzock takes a hit and spill off. Martinez again gets low, jukes, jives, drops the shoulder, tries to find a way past, pushes Lone Star down to the ground legally with the shoulder.
Slapzock now your foremost jammer.
This is one of the longest we've seen no one get lead jammer. Of course, announcer's curse. There goes Martinez. He will take lead jammer for Puerto Rico. Slapzock. Sorry, go for it,
Going with
Snuggins.
the star stash, I think we were both on exactly the same page.
Not only do they come out wearing the same thing, we start saying their names at the same time. Yeah, he stashed the star. It's back on his helmet now, Phil. Hector Rivera takes a hit. Was it Hector Rivera? No, it was not. I tell a lie. That's number 68 for Puerto Rico. Rosario, who'd skipped across the inside line. A little bit of an apex jump with his jammer, Martinez, to help clear a bit of space for him. I've seen jammers following pivots and following blockers through a pack. I've never seen them follow them on an apex jump over the corner.
Puerto Rico bucking trend since 2016.
Puerto Rico have now hit that magical 100 mark, leading 100 to the Netherlands 39 with just around 30 seconds left to play. Nicholas Rage now jamming for the Netherlands. And again, as we've seen from him so far, solid jamming from Nicholas Rage gets him lead jammer. If Puerto Rico can hold on to this, this will be the first win for them in the tournament so far. Franco jamming for Puerto Rico. He's out clearing away. Nicholas Rage, is he going to take it tactical? No, it looks like he may just want to keep trying to run this down.
That, however, was a low block penalty, meaning that Franco's going to head to that penalty box, and this is now Roller Derby Athletics sponsored power jam in favour of Netherlands.
Now we did say, can they hold on to this lead?
Yep.
A power jam can make a massive difference. Oh no, Nicholas Rage. He saw it coming, he saw it happen, he couldn't get out of the way. Back block from Nicholas Rage means the Roller Derby Athletics power jam is over. He'll make his way to the penalty box and we'll have a power jam switcheroo as we get a direction of gameplay called on number 5, Bustelo. Nicholas Rage sits, Franco comes out. It's now Roller Derby Athletics power jam for Puerto Rico instead. Switcheroo. Tries to find his way past Mastermind at the front, does so successfully. 5-point signal by the jammer referee. It should give Puerto Rico what they need to pick up that first win of the tournament out and see this one out. Multiplayer block being assessed there too. 666 nocturnal damage. Out of play block to Mastermind, 3141.
Now,
Nicholas Rage out of the penalty box now.
Now just 2 Netherlands blockers for Franco to contend with. Nicholas Rage out of the box, into the pack, a little bit too hard. Back block sent him straight back to the penalty box.
As soon as you said there's only 2 blockers, I thought, hang on, Nicholas Rage doesn't need them.
Yeah.
Charges his way through. The whistle goes to end the jam, and you can see the absolute elation from those Puerto Rican players picking up their first win of this tournament. We don't need to wait until this is an official score. We can confirm straight off the bat Puerto Rico winning their first game of the Men's Roller Derby World Cup 2016, and what a special moment it is for them.
Absolutely wonderful. They played an exceptional game, tactically, technically, top-notch.
Fantastic stuff from Puerto Rico and some phenomenal jamming from both teams. Nicholas Rage, masterminds to say the least. Fletcher, Anita, some great blocking from the team. Slapzock, Lone Star working well. Bustelo, such a young man. Hector Rivera, fantastic stuff from both sides. Both of these teams are going to be interesting to watch, not just as this weekend progresses, but as Men's Roller Derby progresses towards the next World Cup. Don't forget, you could host the next Men's Roller Derby World Cup if you so wish. Head on over to mrdwc.com to find out how, and you could host any of these teams that you've seen take part today. Snuggins, it's been a great start to the day.
Absolutely wonderful.
It promises to be even bigger, especially when you consider what's up next on the Nerd Track.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Up next for us on the Nerd Track, we've got Chile versus England. England having a phenomenal tournament so far. I can vouch, having assisted with their training. I've been doing some NSOing for whatnot. They have been working hard.
If you haven't got the time to see that one, 15 minutes later on the Sisu track, Ireland take on USA.
Oh.
Fans back in the UK, it's going to be hard to pick between the two. My suggestion, you get both computers queued up at once and have them both going in the background, because that's 2 phenomenal games. 11 o'clock, Chile versus England. 11:15 on the Sisu track, Ireland versus USA. Folks, thank you very much for tuning in. I have been Smacklemore.
I've been Snuggins.
We'll be back later on in the day. Stick around. We look forward to seeing you all again as the day and the weekend continues to roll on. Have a great day and enjoy the games.
Nerd Roller Skates is your dedicated quad roller skate shop in Calgary, Alberta.
Being a nerd is about being really excited and really passionate about a really specific thing. And the thing that we are really excited and passionate about is roller skates.
Nerd Roller Skates.
Official skate shop, Men's Roller Derby World Cup 2016.
For people who roll.
I am your fortress on the front line of sport. Engineered to be stronger than the attack. I defy convention by protecting more with less. Helping you breathe easier, hydrate faster, speak more clearly. I am Sisu, and I fend for you.
Almost, but
Okay, welcome back to the Sisu studio here live at the Men's Roller Derby World Cup 2016. My name's Panda, and I'm thrilled to say I'm joined by some of our Team Puerto Rico skaters. We've got T-Man, Teodani, and Bustelo. You guys, that was an awesome game.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We were giving the best, but we were, like if we lost, and we're here for the game.
So this was your first win.
This is our first win, yeah.
And it was a big one.
Well, yes, it was very emotional too.
Yeah.
For us.
So how did you feel?
Oh, this is the first time we're in an international game, and this is the first time playing out of the island.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome knowing that whole Puerto Rico is in us. It's awesome.
Teodani, how was the game for you?
The game was strong due to I was sick since I got here.
Oh no.
Because of the altitude.
Yeah.
But it was a great game.
But you're feeling better now.
Happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Bustelo, how about you?
En español.
El juego fue súper fuerte, pero logramos traer una victoria para Puerto Rico y pues me siento bien orgulloso de traer eso a Puerto Rico y pues super.
The game was very intense. He feels very proud to make Puerto Rico to feel proud about us as a team.
So this is the first time that you've come to the World Cup. Next time around, are you going to come back?
Yes.
Yeah, we hope so. We hope so, and
Absolutely.
be better prepared.
What is your dream team to play?
What do you mean?
Who would you like to play most out of countries in the world?
Nothing in specific. Just
Yeah, I would love to go to Japan.
Yeah?
Yes, I would love to go to Japan, but also I would love to gain the next World Cup to be in US because it's near us. We don't have to fly that much and we don't get so tired. Yeah.
Great. So an awesome game for you guys. Well done on the win. Do you want to say anything to your fans back home?
Sure. Queremos agradecer a nuestra liga, Puerto Rico, y también a nuestros teams individualmente, para Bustelo y para mí, Enchanted Island, para Tío Dani.
Rocktown, Roller Punks y Reina
Rocktown.
Rojas de México, Cancún. Love you guys.
Quienes nos apoyaron en todo el tiempo y fueron just great with us. They were great with us.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Hip, hip, don't trip, clap the pack. If you walk the flock, then I can jam the track. Quads on the floor, styles on the head. Roller derby lock, what the zebra said. Yeah, we rollin', yeah, we rapping for real. Can't feel the back wheels underneath my heels. Thumb through my spine, penetrating the heart. Calling up the jam till the next jam starts.
miss the feeling of spontaneously visiting a store and trying out the newest gear. Hang out for all roller skaters. Everyone has their own unique style. Because of our large assortment, we can now personalise roller skates while you wait, so you can try them out right away. Our mission is to fit you with the right gear, and don't forget to turn left.
Hey, this is Dan from S1 Helmets. We're in the testing lab today testing helmets to see if they pass the Multiple Impact Certification Test. We're going to be testing 3 helmets today. A soft foam helmet with EVA foam and a terry cloth liner, the hockey helmet with triple density EVA foam, the S1 Lifer helmet with EPS Fusion foam. All 3 of these helmets are marketed as multiple impact helmets. We're going to test all of them today and see which ones actually pass the test. The multiple impact test is when we drop a helmet to achieve a velocity of 4.57 meters per second. This simulates a 10-mile-an-hour impact or a 4-foot drop. The same helmet is tested 3 times in the same location. The helmet must reduce the energy pulse to under 300 Gs each time. Anything over 300 Gs can result in a traumatic brain injury or a severe concussion. In summary, the soft foam helmet with EVA foam and the hockey helmet with triple density foam did not pass the multiple impact test. The S1 Lifer helmet with EPS Fusion foam did pass the multiple impact test.
I'm sorry, I've just never been able to, like, put up with your okay? He's standing there, he's calling with the rod, but every time